This is lesson 3.5, and in this lesson we're going to talk about the in-text operator, and we'll talk about how to use Google's very interesting, very cool advanced search user interface. So when you learn these two skills, you are going to be in the top 1% of all Google users worldwide. So let's talk about in-text first. So like file type or site colon, this is another operator where you say in-text colon and then give it a term or a phrase. And remember, no space between the colon and the term. But this allows you to say to Google, look, I really want this text, this single word or this single phrase in the page. So, for example, here's a query we might run, cite stanford.edu, double quoted phrase, coral bleaching, and then operator in-text colon geophysics. What this is telling Google is, look Google, I want you to search on stanford.edu for web pages about coral bleaching, and it has to have the word geophysics on it. Why do we bother? Because Google, when it ranks the pages, it may find a page that has all about coral bleaching on it. It's on stanford.edu. It's a great page, but it doesn't happen to have the word geophysics on it. So it may put that pretty far up, maybe on page 1 of the SERP, or the results page. And so by saying in-text geophysics, we're forcing it to be on that page. Let's do this live and I'll show you what the result is. Cite colon stanford.edu coral bleaching in-text geophysics, like that, okay? Now what we've got are a bunch of great results. We've got 56 results here, including the word geophysics in the abstract of that page. Notice that that term may not actually be in the abstract in the snippet here. For example, the second result doesn't have the word geophysics on it. However, trust me, if we open up that page, we would find the actual word geophysics somewhere on that page. So that's what in-text does. It forces the word or phrase to be on that search result. Here's what I mean. On that page that I just showed you where geophysics doesn't appear in the snippet, when we look in the text, here it actually appears inside the text. That's what I've highlighted in yellow. So this is an incredibly powerful thing, especially when you're not getting quite the results you want. For example, you might want to force a particular low priority author to be on the page. This is the way you say in-text colon Russell or whatever. Now, another great utility of Google is the advanced search user interface. What this is, it's the kind of cool kids way to do all of the neat stuff in Google without having to remember everything. So when you're on the home page, if you travel to the bottom right, you'll see that settings right there. When you click on that, it pops up this set of options. The advanced search interface is on that option. It's the second one from the top. So just scan down the menu until you find advanced search and then click on it. Let me show this to you live. When we do this kind of search, I can, for example, come down here to the bottom right and click on settings, and now you see the advanced search option right there. Click on that and it takes you to this advanced UI, which has all the options for the words, for the exact phrase, which is the double quote thing we learned in the last lesson. Any words which are ORed words together. Number range, you can restrict by language, you can restrict by region, so language is not the same as region. So for example, there are some countries that have multiple languages in them. You can, for example, limit by Switzerland, but then search only the French part of Switzerland. You get the idea. So there's a lot of options here. But in particular, there's a really nice trick to show you. If I do my search like this, like we've seen before, and now I'm in the middle of doing my search, and I want to say limit it by something else. Now the settings to get to the advanced search UI has moved up to here. It's in the toolbar right underneath the query. Click there, and now you see the advanced search is right there. You got that? So when you start and there's nothing on the page, settings, bottom right, click advanced search. When you're in the middle of a search process, the settings is up in the toolbar right below the query box. Of course, what I do when I can't remember that because I haven't used it in a couple weeks or something, what I always do, and this is a key lesson, is you search for it. So when in doubt, search it out. What do I mean by this? here, what I mean is I search for, this sounds dumb, but it's really true, Google Advanced Search. That's the simplest way to get to it. You click on the first result, like that, and voila, you are on the advanced search page. So go ahead and do the activity for this lesson. I think you'll enjoy it. And these new tools that you have, like I said, put you in the top 1% of all searchers. Enjoy.